Welcome back, guys, to Bad Thought Studios. Today, me and my buddy OG, we're going to be talking all Game of Thrones. A whole bunch of news just dropped. Maybe possible footage is going to be dropped this weekend. But first, I want to introduce my guest, Orange Girl 55. How you doing, OG?
I'm doing fantastic, Tone. Thank you so much, brother, for having me on. I appreciate it. It's always a good time talking shop with you.
Of course, man. And you know me. I'm a Game of Thrones guy, so this is extra special for me. I
Yeah,
love talking.
absolutely.
But let's get into it, bro. So supposedly footage is going to be shown this weekend. There's a CCXP event which is going to be held in Brazil. They're having a whole bunch of movies and TV show companies. They're going to be presented at this event. Last year it was held, and it held 280,000 people attended this event last year, which is a lot of people, And from the House of the Dragon cast, Ewan Mitchell and Steve Toussaint. Hope I'm saying that right. Toussaint.
Toussaint? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Toussaint or Toussaint? Maybe it's like croissant, but Toussaint.
Yeah. For those who know the real name, it's Aegon Targaryen or Aemon Targaryen and Corlys Velaryon. Those are the two. But yeah, they're supposed to be rumored to have some kind of footage going to be shown. Not sure if it's going to be a teaser trailer or just some part of the show. But what do you think? What are you excited for about this?
Yeah, this is fun. I mean, look, this show like kind of rocked everyone's world. I mean, after season 8 of Game of Thrones, there was a little bit of like a morale problem, I think, with the Game of Thrones fandom. A lot of fans didn't like that. We talked about that in a show recently together. But I think that House of Dragon sort of redeemed the franchise quite a bit. Season 1 was universally praised as pretty much a home run. Mm-hmm. So it's been a while, I think, since the finale, and I think this is going to break the internet. I really do. I think that this footage, whatever they show, whatever gets released, whether it's a teaser trailer or just like maybe little clips or whatever, I think it's really going to break the internet. I think they're hungry for this right now. So I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Exactly, and you said the right word. They're hungry for it. When we got season 1 of House of the Dragon, season 2 news or anything didn't come out until way after the show was done. So we're expecting a whole bunch of excited people for this, but I don't think it's going to be a teaser trailer. I really don't. I think they're going to hold off on that for now. I think they're only going to do some kind of footage of maybe them talking to one another or some kind of Corlys Velaryon and Aemon Targaryen kind of interaction, possibly, because they're going to be the ones at the event. So we'll see. I am excited to see what it is, but it's just this event is going to be big for them because of how many people attend this event. You know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be massive, and this was a massive win for the HBO Max. Well, now it's called Max, but that streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
So this is an important thing, I think, for Warner Brothers right now. Warner Brothers Discovery. And I think it's gonna be hugely successful. I hope season 2, lives up to season 1, and I think it will. I'm pretty confident.
I agree, and the reason why they're gonna be there is because HBO Max is having people from their series or from their streaming service come to this event, and House of the Dragon was one of those main shows they wanted there. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Next topic, we're gonna switch over to George R.R. Martin. So, according to George R.R. Martin, pre-production for season 3 of House of the Dragon will begin soon. Quote, "We are gonna be doing planning for season 3 soon." End quote. Now, I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. The season 2 announcement. If I remember correctly, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about this. But the season 2 announcements season 2 announcements was announced after the show aired. Like, we didn't hear anything about them filming or any kind of season 2 coming until after season 1 was already done and over with. Now they're already, quote unquote, planning something soon for season 3, which is huge already. And I'll say this: season 2, 8 episodes. So we're not getting a full, people are used to like 10, 12, 15 episodes per season for certain shows. We're only getting 8 for season 2. So I'm kind of happy that they're put maybe 8 and 8 in season 2 and 3. We don't have to wait a whole 2-3 years for the for the new season. But what do you
Right.
think about this? What do you think it's too soon? Do you think it's the right amount of time? What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, I think that the word that comes to mind when I hear this is confidence. Warner Brothers has confidence in season 2 to already be moving forward with pre-production of season 3.
Hmm.
So obviously, the executives and the all the big wigs over there, they probably saw a lot of season 2 already, and they're like, okay, this is really good stuff. They already greenlit season 3, and it's ready to go. Yeah, this shows confidence to me, which is good. It's a great sign. So
And the one thing that sticks out on this is how involved George R. R. Martin is.
right,
I think that's what's drawing everyone back into this franchise, is because he has his foot in the door. He has his input in the door. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we didn't get that in season 8. We didn't get that at all. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and it
this,
showed. A lot of fans. Now, see, I was kind of late to the Game of Thrones party, like I told you on your show a few weeks ago. I binge watched all 8 seasons over the course of like 6 weeks or something. So for me, season 8 wasn't like as bad as a lot of other fans, because a lot of other fans had years and years of buildup for that. Where for me and my girlfriend at the time, we saw it all in one lump sum within a matter of weeks. So it didn't impact us that same way as if we waited for so long. So yeah, that season 8, a lot of diehards, they really felt it. His the lack of George Martin in there, they really felt
yeah.
it. People just were not happy with it, with the arcs. They were not happy with the way it turned out. So
Yeah, and they, I don't want to say it like in a rude way, but you know, um, the writers for season 8, they felt how bad season 8 was when they got denied that Star Wars contract,
right,
and they banked on season 8 being a banger, and the Star Wars fell through because season 8 was shit. And it
yeah,
sucked. We've talked about season 8 in the past and don't
yeah,
like really going over, but it shows that George R. R. Martin is that guy to make amazing content. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah, if he's involved, man, I think we're in good hands. Absolutely. So I
And
think
now,
it's gonna.
do you
Yeah.
think it's too? Do you think it could be a bad thing that it does come out too soon, or do you think they have it all straight? Handled? Do you think they can handle it?
That's interesting. Okay, so when does season 2 drop? Is that this summer?
Yeah. No. This sometime in March or April, maybe May at the latest, is what I'm hearing.
And they're just now starting, or they're gonna start
There,
pre-production of season 3.
I'm not sure if it's, yeah, it says pre-production in the quote. And they said they're going to be planning. Now, I don't know exactly what that entails as far as them planning. It could be, where they're going to shoot, who they're going to shoot,
Right.
possible, but I don't know the exact answer to that. But in that aspect, do you think it's going to be too soon that they're doing this because they
No,
waited so long for season 2?
no, I mean I don't think so. Because okay, so season 2 drops like around March.
Hmm.
They're barely starting on season 3, so you're not going to get season 3 probably for another year and a half after season 2. I bet if the timeline, if I'm kind of mapping it out correctly,
Yeah.
I think we're good. I don't
Okay.
think it's going to oversaturate. I mean, because you're not going to get this if they're just doing pre-production now. Like, okay, so we're getting season 2 in spring of 2024. You're not going to get season 3 in 2024.
Hmm.
I mean, it'll probably be spring of 2025 at the earliest.
At the earliest. Yep. I
That's
agree.
just my guesstimation, because they're just barely getting to work on this thing. So yeah, I
Yep.
think we're okay. I think we're okay.
Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. It's going to be probably a year or two after this season drops, which is a
Right.
good enough time for them to do that. And I'm sure the confidence they had, like you mentioned earlier, they have in season 2, is so confident at the end of whatever's going to be shown for season 2 is going to continue on for season 3, and people are going to love it.
Oh
And I
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the season 1, when that ended, that finale, I was like, oh my god, I gotta wait now for
exactly.
season 2. So I'm sure it's gonna be the same kind of situation here. They're gonna be like super hungry for season 3.
Yep, I agree. I totally agree. Excuse me. All right, last topic. We're gonna there's actually a new actor. His name is Archie Barnes. He's been cast for Sir Oscar Tully in House of the Dragon season 2. He previously starred in a minor role in The Batman 2022. Now, This, I believe I have a picture of this kid. Let me go to it real quick.
Yeah.
Um, he's
Oh,
gonna be a go
he
ahead.
was in the Batman, huh? That's interesting.
Yeah, he was in Batman. He was also a I forgot her name in Game of Thrones, but she was a kid. But this is the kid that's going to be for season 3 or for season 2. He's going to be Sir Oscar Tully, so he's going to be, I believe, the Lord for that house. But he was announced today that he will be in season 2. But I think the most we're excited for, at least I'm excited for, is to meet Tom Taylor, which is the I'll show you guys that one as well. He played, or he's going to be playing Cregan Stark.
Nice.
Now, Cregan Stark is someone we're really excited for because of how close we were with the Stark family inside the show of
Right.
Game of Thrones. Um, but what's your opinion on that? Do you think he's gonna be able to play a good role in House of the Dragon, the
Ye-
Archie Barnes kid?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he had a he had a well, it said he had a minor role in the Batman, but that's a big movie, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like that wasn't like some small indie film. So the kid, I'm sure the kid has chops. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about him to be honest, but I think it'll be okay. I think he'll be fine. Like I said, he's been in a significant franchise before. Even with a minor role, you can still got to have some level of skill set there to even
skill
do
set.
that. Yeah, so I think he'll
And
be good.
the only reason why I ask, in that way, is because with kids, especially at that age, it is tough to,
Right.
hit the right mark and hit people's, you know, while they're watching and make them interact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me
Um,
see. I'm gonna Google this kid right now and see what exactly who he played.
who you played?
Yeah, let me see. It says here.
So this is Tom Taylor. He's going to be playing Lord Cregan Stark in House of the Dragon season 2. This kid right here. So
Nice.
yeah,
Uh,
I'm. Go ahead.
oh, so it says here Archie Barnes is a British actor. He portrayed Don Mitchell Jr.'s son in the Batman.
Okay.
Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, I think this kid probably has the chop. I don't really remember. I saw the Batman. Actually, I love that movie. It's pretty good. The one with Pattinson or whatever.
Yep.
I mean, that was good. I don't remember this kid in particular. I got to go back and check it out. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure it's okay though. I mean, look, dude. Honestly, the House of the Dragon. That's one thing that has been like unbelievably good. Like we talked about it in your last show, the casting, like with the girls, the
That
young
is, yep.
girls. And then the transition to when they were older, it was like flawless. Not only were they fantastic with the acting chops, but they even looked the part. So they're like as long as they got the same casting department, I'm not worried at all.
Exactly.
They seem to have it handled, you know?
And that was exactly what I was going to bring up. That's why I love you. That's why I love you, OG. You think the way I think. The way they casted season 1, I don't have any problem until they make it. Actually, season 1 had one person that I didn't like, and it was her accent. And I can't remember her name at the moment, but it was the girl that Damon was. It was like his mistress, the one that he brought to see his dragon. I forgot her
Oh
name,
yeah.
but
Oh,
in the show, she knew where Aegon Targaryen was, and they went to her to find him. Anyway,
right.
her accent in that movie was fucking horrible, dude. I'm not sure if that's her real accent or not, but or she it just it sucked. It was bad. Other than that, they have just mastered the casting in season 1. So this, the Archie Barnes and the Tom Taylor, I don't have any problem with until they show that the casting is bad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, they haven't let us down with that yet. So right now we'll trust it and we'll kind of go with that and then we'll see, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think they'll be okay.
And last question for you. This is last topic, but what's your most anticipated um what are you looking forward to in season 2? Exactly.
Oh man. I'm kind of going in there like I didn't read like these were based on the books and stuff, right? So I didn't really read. I didn't read any of the books. Like I don't think you have either, right? You haven't read the books,
No.
so I'm going in like blank slate. I just think that the way the season 1 ended with the death and all that. I'm very curious how this escalates, you know, and
Mhm.
where they go with it. I'm kind of just in for the ride, man. Like I'm kind of want to see where they take it, because season one really like, oh, what's the word for it, man? Like season one like went in a lot of directions that I wasn't expecting. So I'm kind of like right now, I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in, like just kind of enjoy it for what it is. But I just want to see where the drama goes. You know, it seems like there's gonna be a lot of drama in this one. It's gonna it's gonna basically with this, dude, it's gonna be like hit the ground running, I think, from episode one. Because
Yeah.
we left off with such a cliffhanger, such a banger finale in the last season. This season, I think it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. So yeah, just kind of see where all this drama goes. That kind of that war, the drama between the two sides. I think it's gonna be fantastic, man. I'm really looking forward to it. How about you, Tones? What are you looking forward to in general? Like, you know,
So you want the funny answer or the straightforward answer?
let's do the funny one first, and we'll go straight forward.
The funny one is I want to see what pisses off book readers next.
Exactly,
Dude, it like I run a TikTok. I run my TikTok off, you know, what I see and what I expect as a show or a show watcher. Now
right.
I get a lot of hate people who come in and tell me that how wrong I am and how dumb I am because there's a book written, you know, I should draw from that. But it's like there's different parts of the books that they didn't put in the show. So I
Wow.
want to see what they do next to quote unquote piss off the book readers, but at the same time switch up and see what they're gonna add that wasn't in the book.
Right.
You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
where you're going with that, because
Yeah.
like there's a lot of like, and I deal with it too. I cover a lot of like theme park stuff on my channel and like Disney stuff. And man, the purists are out there in droves. And it's like, and sometimes, and sometimes it's like, okay, sometimes it's cool. You know, I get it. You know, you kind of like have that tradition and you kind of like, you treasure it. But sometimes, you know, people can kind of get a little too wrapped up in that. And
Exactly.
got to be a little flexible with these franchises and understand that, you know, like change isn't always bad, you know? So we'll
Yeah.
see, but we'll see, book readers.
Yeah, I know. Let's see how pissed they get this season. But yeah, I want to wrap it up there. Thank you again, OG, for coming on, talking some Game of Thrones, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be talking some Disney here a little later too. So keep a eye out for that. But if you could tell the people where they can find you, please.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Tones. Thank you so much for having me on, brother. I always have a good time talking to you, talking shop, and your co-host Candid on the Bad
Yes,
Thoughts
sir.
podcast. You guys are phenomenal. We love you guys. Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at Orange Grove 55. We talk a lot about theme parks, Disney parks, deep dive into that. We get into the corporate world even of Disney and all that stuff. We get into even like Marvel, the MCU, Star Wars, just nerdy stuff. So we kind of cover like entertainment in general. So check us out. You can also find us on Instagram, Orange Grove 55. You can also find us on Twitter, X, Orange Grove 55. And did you see, by the way, Tones, before we go, Elon's comments?
Oh my God. Yes.
Dude, he was like just F-bombing it, right?
He went in and he don't give a fuck, bro. He does not care. And I love that's what I love about him though. He doesn't care, he does his own thing. But
Yeah.
yes, I saw I saw his words and man, did he go off on him. I believe
Yes.
they were on like CNN or something like that, right?
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken.
CNBC.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
he got spicy like sriracha.
I'm sure the producers didn't like that, but oh well.
No way. Yeah, especially the F-bomb, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's especially on a network like that, man. That's crazy.
But yeah, guys, please go follow my buddy Orange Girl 55. He does amazing work, all Disney. Anything you have, any questions you have with Disney, he has most of the answers to. There's some things that he can't answer because he's not deeply in the company. But
Exactly.
as
Exactly.
a fan, he is the best thing out there. But go follow him and his buddy Disney George.
Yep.
I'll put all their stuff in the description below.
Perfect. Perfect.
But yeah, follow me at Tones_TV on all platforms. Also follow our podcast, Bad Thoughts Podcast. Me and Cannon Camper, like you said, we talk about literally anything. So if you guys are interested in that, please go follow. But I hope you guys have a great night. Love y'all.